So the once popular clothing store Express filed for bankruptcy, along with the arts and craft retailer JOANN. They're just the latest middle-tier retailers that are really suffering as demand for high-end and budget stores continue to grow. New York Times business and retail reporter Jordyn Holman is with us now to talk a little bit about this, I think, very curious trend. Because, yes, people are concerned about how they're spending their money. They're concerned about inflation. But the luxury retailers are doing fine. The super cheap retailers are doing fine. What's happening in the middle? Give us a sense of, like, what the retail landscape looks like right now.
Right. So, you know, just how they say, like, middle-income Americans get squeezed in moments like this, the middle-tier retailers also get squeezed. So people, as they're shopping around trying to find a good deal, they're finding that at a TJ Maxx or a Dollar Tree and whatnot. Or if people aren't really concerned about their budgets, they're still spending at Chanel. But it's really this middle, the Macy's, the Kohl's, the department stores of the world, that get squeezed because people are either trading down or they're just straying away and saying, I'm going to, you know, if I'm going to spend, it's going to be spent on a high-end luxury item.
So if you're already wealthy, chances are you can continue to afford your luxury goods. If you're watching your budget, if you've always watched your budget, then you're going to continue to spend at like a Walmart. But if you're somebody in the middle, they're moving down to sort of the Walmart spending?
Yeah, that's definitely something that Walmart said over the past few years, that they've gotten more people who make over $100,000 going to them. And they're trying to hold on to them by doing certain things. The other thing that's happening with these middle-tier retailers, you mentioned the JOANN Express, is they really hadn't invested a lot in their e-commerce experience. So they're already on a back foot when they're trying to win over people in a way that you want to shop. So you do see some retailers like Target, you would take them, say, you know, they're budget friendly. They've done a lot to improve their app and just to figure out the ways that people are shopping in an e-commerce way. That's setting them up better than the ones that have
That makes a lot of sense, because we were just talking and I was telling you that I only ever go to the mall under duress because I need an item immediately and I can't wait because, you know, the mall experience for me is not what it was when I was a teenager. And that's where a lot of these middle tier stores are.
Yes, and they're trying to actively get away from the mall by going to these, what you call power centers or off-mall things.
Where you see these like big box locations, and then you'll have a bunch of stores around.
And you can drive right up. You really do see those for your TJ Maxx, or they're usually anchored by a grocery store. Those places are where people are going, and so you start seeing, you know, these brands pull themselves out of the mall to go there, and that's kind of a new, like, refresh for them.
And so let's talk a little bit more about the middle-tier brands that are doing it right, that seem to be able to at least stay on life support or maybe flourish. What are they doing?
So e-commerce is what they're doing. Just making sure that they're offering BOPIS or trying to compete with Amazon to do a same-day or next-day shipping. And they're also, they're trying to do retail entertainment kind of things, making it fun if you do go into the store. To have a good time. So either that means you have a cool dressing room experience or something that goes beyond just I'm grabbing this off the shelf, because you could just do that online.
I wonder if the pandemic accelerated a trend that was already happening. Because I know one of the things that I noticed after the pandemic when I started going back to, say, Target, is there were fewer varieties of things on the shelves that often, you know, a lot of stuff is on their website, but it's not available in the store. So it made the store experience even less fulfilling, if you will.
That's almost by design. A lot of these stores have started these online marketplaces where they're like, okay, let's offer more brands. You get, it's an opportunity to have smaller brands, more Black-owned brands, women-owned brands, but they don't want to fully put them in the store. And that is it. You identified a tension point because you're seeing all of these things online and maybe you want to touch it and experience it in the store, but it's not there.
Completely.
And so this is a newer trend that retailers are trying to figure out what's the right amount of stuff to have in the store and what do you actually need in the store to bring you in there.
That is fascinating. I'm sort of bummed because a lot of these stores were kind of your go-to places. You could go to Express and get, you know, some dress pants and it wouldn't cost you hundreds of dollars. What about Foot Locker? Because they're really trying to kind of revamp the retail experience.
They are. So they have been opening new stores, better lighting, more open, retraining workers, all of those type of things. And that follows a bigger trend that you can't just have the drab store that we're used to from the early 2000s.
Yeah.
The other pressure that Foot Locker is up against and why they're redesigning their stores is that a lot of the brands, think a Nike, have started making their own stores. So they're directly competing with the brands that they stock. And you see this with Levi's. They're opening more stores. So that's a competitor to Macy's and Kohl's. So across the board, these stores, every store has to figure out, you know, what's the reason that someone would come to me versus just go down the street.
Gosh, it reminds me of the same conversation we were having about movie theaters, right? Like, why not just watch it at home? Well, movie theaters have started to create this luxury experience with lazy boy chairs and, you know, maybe an adult beverage.
Exactly.
Jordyn Holman, great conversation. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much for having me.